Here we have a very old General Electric. It says World Monitor. I'll tell you one thing, this radio is big, it's ugly, but it's made out of metal and it's heavy. And strangely enough, I hadn't figured out how to open it up. It looked like it had these tabs on the bottom, but I guess there's a little pouch on the back. I don't know what this is. Oh, there's a book in here. There's some kind of book. Oh, yeah, okay. I've seen these before on the Transoceanics. They had these same books. Well, it's nice that the book is here. I bet you the book is probably more sought after than the radio. It's in pretty bad shape, but how do you open it? Maybe you... I don't like to plug it in. I don't get it. I guess we're gonna have to figure it out. Maybe take those screws out. I've never seen one of these before. Oh, does this come down? It looks like it's snapped on. Oh yeah, look at that. Hold on. That didn't really do much. Well, that doesn't look original, whatever that is. Very strange radio. Let me, I'm going to set the camera up. We'll try to figure out how to get this thing open so we can see what's inside it. I don't know. It says, oh, I was going to say 7 transistors, 17 transistors. I was going to say there's got to be more than 7 in there. It looks like FM shortwave, broadcast, and longwave. Mostly useless bands, but let's play with it anyway. Anybody willing to hang out with me for a while we play with this radio? You're welcome. And I hope you enjoy it. It's amazing how heavy this thing is. There's no handle on it. Oh, maybe a handle was here at one time. It looks like something is missing, but there's a tag right here. It's a P990 is the model number. Oh, okay. It's come. I guess you got to take that screw out. Maybe there were other screws in there that are not in there anymore. Let me grab a little cup. It is amazing how heavy this thing is. There you go. Oh, look. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. There are leaking batteries in it. What a surprise. What a surprise. Nice. Why do, I mean, I guess whoever owned this, there's a whole bunch of cut wires in there. Look at these batteries, look at that. I guess it's really not too bad. What's the date on these? Look at the date's even 2024, and yet these batteries are all leaking. I don't know. I just don't get it. Hang on a second. Let's get the, it's kind of crazy, huh? It just doesn't, it's so nuts that, that one's not leaking. Not that I'm going to keep any of them, but... Ooh, look at that. Look how crystally that is. Yeah, this didn't leak too bad. It leaked enough, but... That's a strange looking radio. Look at the size of that banana slicer in there. Yet there's not many parts in it. And a lot of cut wires. Something tells me that this probably had is past its useful life. Something just tells me that whatever this thing is bent. Alright, hang on one second. Let me get rid of this, whatever that magnesium or whatever the hell that is, and then I'll be right back. Yeah, alright, well, I got it pretty much cleaned out. At least it wasn't too badly destroyed. Maybe these two screws on the bottom will take that battery thing out of there. I'm not going to waste too much effort on this radio. It doesn't look like there's really much left of it anymore. But if we can hear it play, it would be nice. Just to hear it play. Did that do it? I think, yeah, there you go. It's gone. What's this? A piece of dirty tape. What's with all the taped wires and stuff and all this, whatever the hell this stuff is? That is just disgusting. I don't know what that is, and I'm touching it. It's got all kinds of fuzz down there. You know, this is the problem sometimes you get radios like this, because somebody had messed with it and who knows what they did to it. This looks like, I mean, I really don't know much about these radios, but here's a wire that's just hanging here. Just flapping in the breeze. And whatever this was here, those wires are cut off it. I don't know. I assume maybe we could just put new D batteries in it just to see if we can get it to come on. Or it looks like there's more than two wires going to these batteries, so yeah, strange, very strange. I don't know what somebody did. I think, not that it's too difficult to figure it out, but I don't know that this radio is really worth the effort. You know, it looks like it has a really nice looking speaker in there, or whatever is going on up front there. I wonder if we could, let's see. There's basically three wires. Well, let's see, 3 or 2? Maybe 2. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What's this wire here? We got a wire just kind of hanging there right here. A white wire. That looks like it broke off of somewhere. It could have broken off of this. It certainly looks like that would be the remnants of something over there. What a waste. Yeah, I think this radio's had it. Interesting. I guess I can go grab, what does it look like, 6 D batteries? We could try it. I think this is going to make a good parts radio. Unless somebody wants it. If somebody wants it, let me know. I'm going to more than likely just get rid of it. This is not... Somebody needs parts from it or something. Look at that. This is like unreal. Can we just push 9 volts into it maybe? I don't understand what somebody did here. I don't get what this is. Is this just... Okay, so this is nothing, actually. Why are there so many wires here? I don't get why there are so many wires. I don't know what somebody did. Could this be an antenna wire? I don't know. Well, there's an antenna here, but it's got a wire already going to it. Let's try to, let's see, it's 9 volts. I guess we can just shove 9 volts with the power supply. Just shove 9 volts into it and see what happens. I wonder, I'd be surprised if it turns on. The thing is this, what does this go to? Maybe these are just, maybe it's just this. Maybe it's just 2 wires. I don't know. I'm confused with this ridiculous thing. So far we got no Nothing being drawn. Surprise? Surprise, surprise.
Alright, we are back.
It actually does something. That's a long one.
$1,500.
Let's try to spray that volume there. See if we can, at least we can get that volume to stop doing whatever the hell it's doing. Where's the, let's see if we can get inside of here. Let's see. I need a, let's see, grab this right here. Get a little light up in there. Well, you know, I'm surprised it works, but it does come on, so guess we can't really complain about that. What a big antenna, holy bananas. The antennas are good, anyway.
Thing to do with Jeffrey at.
What is the number one issue you would ask for to change your car?
And it's got a light in it that works.
I mean, the number one thing I'd say is put the American patient.
Very surprising that it works.
Build a healthcare system around that patient.
It's got it has FM. Let's see if FM works. Oops.
Tell me where you want. 6683. Happy holidays from our families to yours. EXP Realty license number 3886.
Well, it looks like it works. Very surprising. I don't have to do anything to it to hear it play. That's a surprise. As ugly as this thing is, it actually works.
Weird.
The knob. These are the very strange knobs, and they're very difficult to kind of grasp, to turn. But
Next year. Sábados y domingos son más música.
She walks in a room, I can hardly breathe. Got a devastating smile, knock a grown man to the knees.
it has nice sound, though. I have to admit that. This must be at the time. I don't know what year this radio is from, but I have a feeling it's direct competition for those Zenith, those transoceanic. I wouldn't be surprised. I guess that in the early 70s, in the 60s maybe, late 60s, shortwave was kind of a thing back then. And this looks like it's from about that time. I don't think it's. I would think it's from around. Let's see if there's any date or anything on there somewhere, and then we'll play with the. We'll see if we can get any good channels out of it. It's got a sticker right here, but there's no. It just says batteries must be installed as directed. Huh. It doesn't really say anything. It's a P990 warranty, something or other. You know what? Somebody had hand wrote. Okay, so there's a little sticker right here. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a little sticker right there. That's probably a repair tag or maintenance tag or something. And somebody had wrote on there 1970 and then 1971. There were two different dates. 70 was crossed out. And then there's 5 of 1971. So yeah, see, this radio had some service done to it in 1971 and 1970. It's I guess not surprising. It looks, by the look of that that tuning cap, the condenser, it kind of looks like an effort was at least made when this thing was designed to be somewhat sensitive. Not the. It looks General Electric, I have to say, because General Electric always seemed to take steps towards to save a penny. Everything was built to a cost. Even if they didn't charge to a cost, it was still built to a cost. So I'm assuming. Oh, here's these little modules that are soldered on. They're very dirty. I guess it could stand to be clean. Doesn't look like the circuit board was messed with. But like I said, nice looking tuning condenser, but not very nice looking supportive components. It looks very average, actually, for a transistor radio of its time. But you never know, right? You really never know. It could be you could be surprised. The speaker has a nice magnet on it, so it doesn't really say much. And there's a date on there of 9/71, it looks like, maybe. I don't know if that's a date code. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Actually, I don't think so, because there's a service date on there, 70, so it can't be. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anyway, I guess we can mess around with it, see if we can get any stations. It's a little early right now. It's not too late. This antenna definitely does this. It's doing something when I touch it, so it's connected. So that's shortwave 1. Very, very, very hard to turn this. There you go. Shortwave 1 is it's around 5 megahertz. I forget what frequencies these time things are on. But that's around 5 megahertz. Well, that's it for shortwave 1, or shortwave 2. Yeah. I don't know what that is. So it shows aviation navigation. No, I don't think, not in the 350 kilohertz. Maybe the old days when they used to use ADF, I guess in some instances there are still some stations around, although you can actually tune into AM radio stations. So, what are we on here? We're back to shortwave 1. This is broadcast band. Definitely sounds like some skip going on right there. It's got a fine tuning knob, which is nice for playing around with these.
Advertise you everywhere when you play there. I mean, even on the slot machines, you're there. You know.
Obviously a local channel. I wonder if I wonder if Mr. Shango 066 would like to have this radio to take on one of his excursions. If you watch this, you're welcome to have it if you want it.
But that'll never happen. Well,
the only antenna we're using is these two rod antennas and whatever's on the inside. I have nothing external connected. I don't have anything in this room.
The Silver Knights have a 3-0 lead.
Will after a 23-yard return.
Goes into the specifics, goes into. But I don't think that is accurate because I've talked to.
It was down there. Yards of all.
Hay una cosa, no nada más es.
Look, it just cuts out right there. I wonder if let's give it the old percussive maintenance. It must be maybe one of the blades on the tuning condenser is touching right there. Let's see if we can see that, if we can figure it out. Let's put the antennas down. These antennas are, look how fat that antenna is. If somebody has one of these radios, I mean, these antennas aren't broken, so that's a surprise. Alright, let's see. Let's get to right where it stops. It may not be that at all, but it's a little loose too, this. I guess we could ohm it out, but yeah, I don't think it's that. There is some dirt in there, I can see. I don't want to spray anything in there though.
How much money?
Well, I guess that's it for this one. It's really not much here. Let's see if we can put, if I turn those plates are really close on the one side. It's very possible. I don't want to. I could see, you know, it'd look, well, I mean, you know, if you bend the plates, you kind of change the frequency, so you really don't want to bend plates, especially if they don't need to be bent. But I don't know. It's kind of, it's loose, and I think the screws are on the opposite side, so I'm not going to mess with it. Anyway, I think that's really it for this one. It works for the most part. Let's go back to that. We didn't do FM. That's tone.
Look, y'all are still out there snitching. Speaking of cars.
I'll bet you that book right there. I bet you this book on its own is more sought after than the whole radio. And the book is actually in nice shape. It even has the instructions for it. Yeah, look at that. How to operate. Shortwave, how shortwave broadcasting works. That's kind of cool though. Too bad there's not much to this, to shortwave anymore. Most of it's gone. I don't know about other parts of the world that we can't pick up, but the whole purpose of shortwave is we're supposed to be able to pick it up. Oh. But let's see, the 24-hour time system. Yeah, look at that. At 2100 hours, the broadcast would be at 9 p.m. Look at that. Nice. Frequency allocations. Special services. Band, shortwave 2, shortwave 1, partial list of services. Weather broadcast, aviation weather. Kind of cool. The book is kind of cool. Be nice if someone has this radio and doesn't have this book. At least the book is in nice shape. Although I guess the radio does work, I'm very surprised that it works. U.S. Great Lakes Gale and Whole Gale Warning broadcasts. Canadian Great Lakes. Weather forecast warning for boatmen. That's kind of cool. Some shortwave stations you can receive. International shortwave. Amateur radio. Anyway, what's on the end here? Personal. So I guess if you tune in stations, you should write them in this log here. And that's what we used to do in the old days. As a matter of fact, we used to have these cards you'd send out if you on what do you call it, ham radio. We used to send out, if you contact someone, we'd send out station ID cards. I forgot all about that. Anyway, that's it for this beautiful radio. Nothing to do on it, but still, it's kind of cool to see it anyway. Hey, thanks for watching and hanging out with me for the few minutes. And that'll be that. Stay safe, and bye-bye. See you on the next one.